Hey y'all, it's Farmer MeeMaw, and today I want to know, are you ready for change? Are you tired of cheating? Are you tired of feeling bloated and disgusting? I know I am. Y'all look at me. I'm not gonna say ugly things about myself. Let's just say I have gained some weight and I am tired of it. And so I have decided I am done with the cheating. Anytime I cheat, I feel like junk. And I want you to tell me, how do you feel? Did you get off track? Like mine started in Halloween where I just went and it just kept going further down and just I'm completely out of the screenshot. I went so far down in the rabbit hole of cookies and Christmas candy and all that good stuff. And let me tell you, it was delicious, but it was not worth it because every morning I would wake up and y'all, I swear to you, I could feel the inflammation in my head, in my brain pressing up against my skull. You may say that's not what you were feeling, but it is. I mean, my body, I've started hobbling around like that 90-year-old, 9-month pregnant woman that I used to be. I'm not quite where I used to be. I'm still down from where I started, but I am way above where I got down to. So I've noticed so many of those old aches and pains and just being physically unable to do the things that I could do after I'd lost all that weight. And so I am rededicated. And today's actually day 3 for me back on keto. And, I say keto. Keto is just, it worked for me. It makes sense to me. My body does so much better on keto than on anything else. However, I am tweaking some things. I'm still keeping it super low carb, no grains, no sugars, no white stuff like potatoes. But I am, I've talked before about doing fermented foods and a broader range, even things that wouldn't be considered keto. It's probably more along the lines of paleo, but it's starting, okay? And so what I want from you is I want you to join me. Let's get healthy this year. Maybe you're already planning that. Maybe you're like, I don't have time for that. I want to be able to eat my bread and eat my cake and all that stuff. But if you want to do that, just make small changes. Changing, instead of potatoes, switch over to cauliflower. Or every now and then, instead of that regular Coke, I don't want to say Diet Coke. Or just something, make a better choice somewhere. And those little choices can add up. If you want to kind of be in a group together, we have a group, me and Kathy over at Keto Country Homestead. And again, you don't have to be keto, y'all. I'm not pushing keto. I am pushing health. I ain't pushing dieting. I am pushing a healthy lifestyle. And we have a group over on Facebook, and it used to be called Hot Miss to Hot Mama. But I've learned that was a bad decision because I'm constantly being bombarded with requests to join the group by creepy men with names I cannot pronounce. And I think they're focused more on the hot mama aspect instead of the hot mess aspect that many of us are. I know I am. I'm only speaking for myself. You may have gotten it together, y'all. I am just on a continuous journey to get it together. But I changed the name, and it is now Progress, Not Perfection, or something like that. I'll put a link down below in the description so you can go over to our group and let's get healthy together. Whether I've noticed Weight Watchers. I get so tickled at Weight Watchers, y'all, because they keep changing. If Weight Watchers was so dang wonderful, and it is for some people, but why do they keep changing it? Why they go to points and different kinds of points and then they do so. I mean, it's just like it seems like they're really kind of trying to be as much like keto or low carb as they can, because they want to keep they want to continue to be relevant, and everybody is doing low carb and they're figuring out, and so Weight Watchers keeps changing. And now there's like, you pick whatever diet you want works for you. And, and I guess you can still pay us, Weight Watchers, not me. You can still pay them and you can still lose weight because they're learning that there are other things out there that people are gravitating towards because it works. And for me, that was keto. Now I'm doing more clean keto. But I just want us to all get healthy this year. Please, if you do nothing else, do just one little thing, whether it's maybe increase your exercise, walk a little longer, take a cold shower. That's good for y'all. Did you know that? Anyway, take probiotics, take a multivitamin, take some magnesium. All of these things are ways that you can improve your health. And if we're going to have an amazing year, we need our bodies to be able to stand up to what we put them through. And I don't mean bad stuff. I mean like working in the yard or whatever. I noticed yesterday whenever I was working on my tractor, oh my gosh, I had so much fun working on that tractor. But my behind got sore from sitting in that seat for so long. But, and yesterday's video, there was a clip where it was just like, my phone died and I lost all that footage. Y'all, I found it. Google didn't save it, so it's not on my Google, but it did save to my SD card, and so I have it. And so I will include that in a video I do some other time. But I was so excited whenever I saw it because it was just like all that work, and it was so cool getting to see the progress, and then it disappeared. I digress. Let's talk again about getting healthy. And mental health, if it means that you need to maybe talk to somebody, whether it's a counselor or your pastor or a friend, y'all. One of the things that I learned as a therapist was that it doesn't take a therapist to start healing. Sometimes you can be in therapy for years and nothing really changes, and then you just have this random moment or interaction with a person and something clicks, and that's where the change begins. So, but you're not gonna have that moment if you don't put yourself out there and really live, just and enjoy life. We can choose, y'all. We can choose to be miserable, and who wants to choose to be miserable? I don't think anyone just consciously chooses to be miserable, but there are so many people out there that don't choose to have joy. And it's the same thing because then they just meh. The other day, y'all, it was so funny. I was let's say agitated with some folks, and I'd started to grumble under my breath. I was annoyed at somebody, and I walked through the house, and my husband randomly said he was like, I love you, because y'all, whenever he's upset or frustrated or, at some random whatever, and he's just like, I will say, hey, Chris, and he'll think that I'm asking him to do something, which is annoying. He hates it whenever I ask him to do something for me. And so I'm like, hey, Chris, and he's like, what, dude? I'm like, I love you. And whenever I do that, he just it kind of breaks his tension or whatever. And so anyway, so I was walking through the room, and he said, he never says it first, y'all. He never, ever, this may have been the first time in 20 years of marriage, but he was like, I love you. And it just came in, and I was like, you know what? I said, I was just grumbling, I was grumbling under my breath, and that's a sin. I was like, you kept me from sinning, or he got me to stop sinning, because I was in the middle of sinning, because I was, how we get. But I try not to live in that state, because there's just too much to be happy about, and we've got to choose sometimes, y'all. I mean, crappy, horrible, terrible, tragic things happen, and it is hard and there's a difference between happiness and joy. It's hard to be happy when bad things happen, but you can still choose joy. You can still choose to be thankful for the things that you have to be thankful for. There's always something that you have to be thankful for. And, sometimes if I get frustrated because I need help and I don't have help, and I'm like, but he got me a tractor, so I can do whatever I got to do with the tractor. And so, you just have to find the things sometimes to be thankful for. Anyway, so join me. Let's get healthy, healthy, healthy. I'm sorry. I know I'm being incredibly just spastic right now, but I'm choosing joy, and I'm really excited about the future and getting healthy. And y'all, we need to get healthy. We need to get healthy. People are dying younger and younger, and we've got to take care of our health. We've got to get away from the medical system that pumps us full of pills until, those pills have side effects, and we're eating foods that are tainted with pesticides and herbicides. Okay. I'm getting in control now. Let's get healthy. Let me know in the comments below. What are you going to do? Not are you going to do something. What are you going to do to get healthy, or a little healthier? Little changes, big changes. I want to know, what changes are you going to make this year to get healthy? Let's do this, y'all. Bye, y'all.